Thank you so much, Barrister Tope Tomekun, for joining us
Yes,
on
sir.
Sahara TV this evening.
Thank you, sir.
Let's know what's the status, what's the current status with Barrister Abubakar Marshall at this point in time. Have you been able to reach out to him, as well as Sowore himself?
Yes, Abubakar Marshall is still in custody. He's still in custody because when when he was arraigned on Friday, the court declined granting him bail, and he adjourned to Tuesday, which is tomorrow, to rule on the oral bail application made by Abubakar Marshall himself in court. So I think we are still hoping that by tomorrow we'll be in court in Kabusa to see what the court is going to do. But meanwhile, Omoyele Sowore was arrested today because the whole noise was about the fact that he didn't report to the police. That was why Abubakar Marshall was arrested. But we have been fighting this position that it is not true. He has been contacting them all along. If not for the fact that he sent the messages he sent to the commander of that unit, he uploaded it on social media today. People will still be believing it was because he was on the run. I just feel what they are out to do is just to embarrass Sowore, to embarrass his lawyers, to embarrass people who are trying to support the cause and all that and all that. He reported today. Look at the violence that the police in that Abattoir, that they used to welcome people that came to report the police. Then what they are saying is that people should always be on the run when we see them. They reported they were brutalized. I sent a lawyer. I was not personally there. I sent a lawyer. One of my lawyers was there, and other lawyers and comrades. The number of gunshots, I was made to realize that the commander was even telling them that they were wasting his bullets. That is the level of impunity and arbitrariness that is currently going on. So Erred is still with them. He's still in custody. We are still hoping they don't release him tonight, whether they want to arraign him in court tomorrow.
All right, so
yes.
What you're saying there says, you have to get more clarity to this, is you are debunking the claim that the Sowore himself actually jumped bail according to the narrative that is being sent.
He did, at any point in time, Sowore never jumped bail. He never jumped bail. After he was arrested on that Thursday, he was released, and on Friday, Abubakar Marshall, one of the lawyers who went to seek his release, two lawyers went on that 24th. Alan Sowore, who is Sowore's younger brother, and Abubakar Marshall, they were two lawyers. So the next day, because of the plans on ground, Sowore's declaration on Tuesday and all that, Abubakar Marshall had to go to the police to ask what the plan is all about. Because there's no way we can support the issue of arresting people and detaining them beyond the normal constitutionally prescribed time. So I don't have to come to the station and say, I've been arrested. I'll be waiting for police to do what they think is next. No, I'll be the one to ask them what is next. If you are not releasing me, the next thing is for you to take me to court. Abubakar Marshall was there on Friday. So Erred personally called the commander, and he dropped his number with them too. These are facts that are verified, that are not contested. So if you arrest somebody and the person has been released, police station is not a church that I have to return to every minute to come and worship. Police station is not a bukateria or a restaurant that I have to come back to, except I'm invited. They didn't invite him. And the issue of somebody jumping bail is very ridiculous. This is somebody who on a Tuesday was to be arraigned before the Federal High Court on a traceable felony charge. And it's in public domain that is going to be in the Federal High Court that Tuesday. We were in that Federal High Court together that day. The CSO of the Federal High Court is a police officer. We were together. Somebody jumping bail could not be in a public domain. The meaning of jumping bail, somebody is on the run. After releasing him on administrative bail, he's on the run. So Erred moved from Federal High Court to Women Development Center to make his presidential declaration. What are they talking about? What are they saying?
Now, Barrister, sorry to cut you short. Help us get this into proper perspective. Going back to Abubakar Marshall himself now. He was said to have stand as his surety. And based on the provision of the penal code, has his surety contravened any provisions of the penal code, sir?
The thing is that we don't need to allow there are parties, there are stakeholders in this matter, and the scope is enlarging by the day. Nedunwoko is a stakeholder. The police, because the problem with police is that when they have gone wrong, they now take the case of the complainant on their head. They now begin to feel as if they are the complainant. Meanwhile, they are investigator. So after they have done what they have done, they say because Abubakar Masha has too shorty for Sowore, and Sowore jumped bail. In our law, if somebody stands shorty for the other person, and the suspect is nowhere to be found, there is no law that prescribes arrest for the person who stands shorty. The person will be invited to court to come and show cause why should not forfeit the bond, except they don't know what they are doing. A bail is tied to a bond. There must be something that, okay, if this suspect is not available, whether for further investigation or for trial, I am going to forfeit some amount of money. That is the meaning. That is the meaning of bail. It is somebody is released on bond. So the only liability of shorty is limited to the bond he entered into. Why not conceding to the fact that Abubakar Masha is too shorty? I am not conceding to that, because there are facts that people have not actually looked into. Two lawyers went with Sowore. One of them was Sowore's younger brother, who was also a lawyer. And information later at my disposal was that Sowore's younger brother was even asked to drop his court to birth certificate that day, which he did, I think without Sowore's knowledge. Because if Sowore had known, somebody that I know, he preferred to be there when he's taken to court. He's not somebody that is afraid of sleeping in police net. So I think they did all of those to ensure that he comes back home. So why did they have to go after Abubakar Masha? Falana is the lead lawyer of Sowore. Abubakar Masha is from Falana. So what I think is that they are just trying to attack, fronts that are pillars to Sowore's struggle, so that at the end of the day they can demoralize everybody. So that is what they are doing.
So with regards to
the arrested Masha, we applied for the certified true copy of the charge. The certified true copy of the charge came out today. What they are saying there, they didn't talk about somebody standing shorty. I was the one that personally, I applied for that charge on my letterhead, and they released it around 12 o'clock. And what they said was that in that charge that was handwritten, hurriedly handwritten, they said Abubakar Masha was concealing Sowore as if Sowore is a commodity. They said it was concealing him and now shielding him from investigation. It's ridiculous assertions.
So
they are very ridiculous. They now took him before the grade 1 area court that doesn't even have jurisdiction to any criminal matter, and he was remanded. All of these things will have consequence. They will have consequence.
Talking about the consequences, you will be in court tomorrow.
Yes.
What should be expected with regards to ensuring that the FCT Police Command actually withdraw this ridiculous and arbitrary criminal charge that was erroneously filed?
After the arraignment on Friday, the next day that the court adjourned to was tomorrow. So it is the opportunity of adjourning to tomorrow that will make us to appear before the court tomorrow. So when we appear before the court will tell us the business of the day. Whether the court, because Abubakar Masha challenged the jurisdiction of that court, told the court that the court didn't have jurisdiction to even hear that matter. But the court went ahead. So we'll see tomorrow whether the court is now coming back to recant, or whether police are coming to, because the Sowore is ready. Sowore is with them now. So all of these things, there's complications. We want them to come back tomorrow. Police, they are the complainant. The prosecutor is there. The judge of area court, who is said not to even have jurisdiction, will also be there. So amongst all of this, we'll see how it's going to play out. Whether police will be coming to now withdraw the charge to say, no, the person who is on the run has been found. Whether the judge of the area court, who is said not to even have jurisdiction, will now come to say, no, I'm asking of because I don't have jurisdiction. Or whether he will proceed to say, I want to grant bail and adjourn for trial. When we are there, we will tackle it. It's a matter of law and facts.
Tope Tomekun, thank you so much for your insightful analysis. We really appreciate you a lot.
Thanks, sir.